What's up, Internet World? We're the News 19 Nerds. I'm Leroy.
I'm Michael.
We're here to talk about No Sudden
Move? Okay. Best movie I saw of the weekend.
Not moves. Move.
Just move. Yeah, just one move.
Really?
I mean, I only saw 2 movies.
Really?
Yeah, this and Tomorrow War.
Independence Day, baby.
Okay. I mean, I would pick this over Independence Day.
What?
I would.
Sir.
I mean, in terms of like a better movie?
No. Let's break this down. You would pick No Sudden Move with Oscar winner Benicio del Toro and Don Cheadle over Will Smith, Judd Harris,
and Welcome to Earth.
Jeff Goldblum.
Not Harris, Hirsch.
Hirsch.
Yes.
Vivica Fox.
I know what it said.
The president of the colonies from Battlestar Galactica.
I can't think of her name.
I cannot right now. But
yeah.
You would pick this over Independence Day. The day we celebrate our independence. Not as Americans, but as a race of people against the alien invaders. You would pick this movie?
As a better movie? Yes.
We should deport you. Not from this country, from Earth.
From the planet?
From Earth. We should deport you. From Earth.
Okay, fair enough.
From here.
Anyway, we're talking about No Sudden Move.
Man.
Yeah.
You got me hype already.
I see.
I'm trying not to hate the movie, but now I feel like I gotta come for it because
I like a Steven Soderbergh movie, especially if it's a Steven Soderbergh heist movie. And he didn't disappoint. I like this. This had a couple of different I like what he was going for in terms of some racial overtones, class overtones, economic disparities. I like the movie.
It was okay.
Okay.
I thought this would have been a better series, limited series versus a movie.
There was a lot to keep up with, I thought. Now, to be fair, I wasn't paying 100% of the time. That's on me.
I put on subtitles.
Wait, who's who?
Oh, yeah, I put up subtitles.
Are we doing Game of Thrones people? There's a lot of characters.
I was very upset by this movie because I thought it was very well done. I thought it had one of the best casts we've seen all year outside of...
Fast 9?
No, The Little Things.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Fast 9.
Hell no. Really? You thought I was going to...
No, I think you won't really say
Please, sir. And I like Fast 9, but I'm definitely not putting that up against Elliot, Denzel Washington, and the Joker. You lost your damn mind.
Okay.
I really like this movie. I really thought it was a very nice, low, very, not low stakes, but very it wasn't flashy. It was just very well done. But I was like, man, this would have killed as a limited series because you could have really got to know the characters, understood some of the things that were going on during this time period, because a lot of people don't know during this time period what redlining is, what the Big Four were, and what they were talking about, and why.
Wasn't this a similar, not similar, but what's the movie with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, the detectives? Is it The Good Guys? Not Good Guys.
Yeah.
Is it Good Guys? That kind of had a similar B plot of a car thing to me, and that just stuck in my head.
That was on the 70s though, right?
Yeah, 70s but something like that. But there was a car sub.
But I will say this: that was an easier movie to follow than this was.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So I liked it. I jumped off at one part, and I'll get to it when we get to spoilers. But I liked it. I would give this a solid 3.5 out of 5 Cadillac converters. I
give it a 3.5 out of 5 weird mask that you wear in the 50s. I guess that protects your identity.
I don't know if because it was a shortage of clothing that they just didn't get the rest of
you wearing. It reminded me of the top for Blank Man.
Oh yeah,
that's the same thing Blank Man was.
I was like, yo, what is going on with this?
Yeah.
So we start with Don Cheadle, who's
spoilers.
No, I'm not going to spoilers.
We're not doing spoilers.
I was just saying
yeah.
We start with Don Cheadle. We meet the rest of the cast. I was going to talk about this was a very all-star, well put together cast.
Yeah.
When you look at everybody who's on here, you have everybody from. So let's start from not orders of appearance, but you got Don Cheadle, Brendan Fraser, Benicio del Toro. You got Karen Culkin, Amy Smites, David Harbour, Noah Jupe, Ray Liotta,
Bill Dukes.
Yeah. Who said what, a sentence?
Yeah, and he was cool.
He was cool. Lost a lot of weight too.
Bill Duke, not Bill Duke.
He lost a lot of weight. He looked good. And
oh, you haven't really seen him in a while, huh?
No,
because he used to be on Black Lightning a lot.
Oh,
so yeah, he looks the same for me from Black Lightning. But,
and a person I'm starting to hate now.
The cameo?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. He's starting to get on my nerves.
Interesting. So you want to get into spoilers?
Let's get into it. So
Matt Damon?
Yeah, he got him. He's where I jumped off.
I love that part.
Really?
Because I was just like,
you know what that part reminded me of?
Like, that's real life, right? That's just society.
No, but not
kicking men down.
Not that part. The speech he gave. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you getting robbed, you're not talking shit to the people robbing you. I don't care who you are.
I mean, you make enough money.
I'm just saying, you end up you piss them. Like, this is the thing.
I guess to be fair, he didn't like take them as serious threats, so maybe he thought he could do whatever.
I don't see. That's the problem. I mean, let's get into spoilers. But anyway, sorry, spoilers. Matt Damon's in it. I apologize.
I said spoilers before I said Matt Damon.
Okay. Yeah. But I like this movie. I thought a lot of the acting I thought was what people would do, the double crossing. I really like that. Matt Damon's character at the end, the speech he gave.
Which speech? The speech to John Hamm or the speech to...
Oh, no, the speech to Don Cheadle and
Benicio.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
I was like, to me, that really was like, you know how people feel about The Matrix Reloaded, the speech by the architect?
Yeah.
I felt that, how people feel about that in this instance.
Okay.
That's where the car stopped, and I was like, you really go talk shit to the people who are robbing you right now? Like, they got guns. What is the stop? Like, Chris Rock said it best, and my dad has given me variations, and I've heard it from other people. You watch what you say to a man with a gun or a person who kick your ass. You choose your words carefully, especially in a situation where both of them have proven they will kill you.
See, that's interesting. I took it as the fact that this guy is so above that, he's like, they're not going to touch me. But that's how I took it.
And the thing is, what got me was, that's the problem. That because in real life, I don't think that would have been that way.
Okay.
And that's the problem that I had. And again, I could be wrong. A lot of people would be like, no, you don't. I just did not feel that part, you thought that you, like, what's to stop them from doing it? Like, in other words, you piss this person off who's already taking you for this amount of money. Who's to say you're going to live to get it back?
In my mind, I felt like he was saying, even if you guys do this, you're not in control of the game. To me, he was just like, you guys don't really know what's going on. I'm about to get all this money back. And so to me, he's just like,
but the thing is, in order for you to get it back, you got to live past this room.
True.
And that's the problem that I have. That you didn't, like, you had a plan. Your plan obviously didn't work. You don't know where these men like in the plan, how they got to the level that they got to get to you. So how about ease off the sarcasm and the preachiness? Okay. That's the problem I had with it. Everything else I liked. I just felt like that part kind of took me out. And I liked the little thing at the end. I liked the John Hamm's. But another thing too is I feel like certain people would just like, you had such an all-star cast, and we talked about this with the Tomorrow War. Yeah. John Hamm really didn't do anything. Brendan Fraser didn't really do anything.
Yeah, but I felt like I felt like they served their purpose. Like the movie wasn't about them so much. They were just
true. But
I feel like Steven Soderbergh just called her friends like, "Hey, come be in a movie with me for a few minutes." You know, because he shot this during pandemic times. This was shot last year, and I think I read something that George Clooney was supposed to be in this, but he didn't because of COVID concerns. So I don't know what role he was going to play. But you know, they do a lot of movies. They did the ocean movies together. So he brought in his friends like, "Hey, let's make this movie together."
And you're right. And that might have changed how we did some things. I just felt like in order to get to know these characters and to feel more connected to them and feel the heartbreak of David Harbour cheating on his wife and the way his wife found out would have been nicer if we'd have been given more time, because I did not care as much. Because I was like, baby girl, you getting cheated on, and whatever your husband did put you in the situation. I need you to buck up.
shout out to the female actors in this. I enjoyed Lucy Holt as Peggy Wirtz. What's her name?
Amy Smites as Mary Wirtz.
Oh wait,
she was the wife of David Harbour.
Right, sorry, not Lucy, because Lucy didn't do nothing. Sorry, apologize.
Lucy's the daughter.
Lucy's daughter. No. So yeah, Mary Wirtz is Amy Smites, and then whoever played Vanessa, Julia Fox, I think is her name, who was married to Ray Liotta's character. I like that. At first, it seemed like they were just going to be kind of trampled upon and maybe, the subject of abuse, and some of them were, but they kind of had their own moments to shine a little bit. Especially Vanessa Capelli, where she's like, "I'm taking you, I'm taking the money." Granted, she didn't get to keep it, but she had that little bit of freedom.
She did. I really did think that she reminded me of one of our coworkers, our former coworkers, just her behavior, and then there was so much depth to her that I was like, "Oh, you're not an idiot," and I really appreciate that. My problem was I didn't like how Amy Smites. I really wanted she did good with what she was given, but I would have loved to have seen a limited series of this to see her
get to do more.
Not just get to do more, but to see her interact with the friend who called the police. I want to see her have this relationship with the son and the husband, and then her knowing something's going on but not knowing what. Talking to her friend, and then the revelation, this bombshell that your wife is sleeping with somebody and you know her. That's what I wanted that know her. Yeah. And then the whole fight between him going back to her and that whole I wanted to see to me that was very compelling.
Okay. Shout out, we always talk about movies that maybe give away too much in the trailer. Now, having seen this movie, I think the trailer does a good job of kind of showing you stuff, but really they didn't give away anything because when the person got shot, I thought it was David Harbour at one point. I think I almost probably said it was Matt Damon, which he wasn't even in the trailer now that I think about it. But it was Kieran Culkin who got shot.
Yes.
But they did a good job with the trailer, I think.
They did such a good job with the trailer. If you thought about it, if you watch the trailer, you feel like Don Cheadle and Benicio del Toro's characters were friends. You get the sense that they did this score together, and that they both got double crossed, and they were teaming up together to be as friends. And they're not friends. Matter of fact,
Benicio del Toro is racist.
He's kind of a racist. So, Don Cheadle held his. You only be called a mooly so many times. I really thought that was really handled really well, and I also felt like Ronald Russo's character was. Let me backtrack. I think in an age of social media, in an age of these, I thought they did a really good job of hey, I've heard of you. Oh, I've heard of you.
Yeah.
And I thought those backstories were really well done in the sense of that you saw Ronald Russo's character sleeping with Frank Capelli's wife. And everybody knows why Frank wants you dead. Then you see Don Cheadle's character. He has a botched job. Nobody wants to work with you.
Benicio del Toro's character, not Ronald Russo's character. That is the character.
Sorry. I apologize.
Okay, got it.
See, that's how good he was.
That's the same person.
That's the same person. Yeah. But Don Cheadle's character has the backstory, and you see all of these different things, and I like the fact that in this time period, you don't have social media. You only know by reputation, and you ask a lot of questions, and they're not giving you a lot of answers, and it's you want the job or not, and you have to move up the chain to get to who you need to get to. I thought that was really well done.
Shout out to Kieran Culkin, the little part that he had. I like Kieran Culkin as an actor, so I was kind of sad that he died, but he served his purpose for the movie. I thought he was going to get to be in it more, but yeah.
I liked that they figured out, because and another thing too is they weren't young. These are men who've been in the game. They know what goes down. When Don Cheadle figured out what was going on, he shot him because he knew if he shoots them, I'm next, and he figured it out. And another thing too is, maybe this is me reading too much into it. Don Cheadle's character in this movie is so different than when we first saw him come on screen as Mouse and A Devil in a Blue Dress with Denzel Washington. Okay. The way he was so brash and in this time period, the deference he showed to a lot of white people, and just like he had the gun, and even he was like,
yeah.
And I was like a very noticeable. I don't know what you would call it, but it seemed like he was very aware, and they played to that time period that, oh, you as a black person, you want to blend in. You don't want to cause and bring too much attention to yourself. Yeah. And I thought that was very well done, very well handled, very well. And just in that situation, but also not like when Benicio del Toro wanted to sit in the back and Don Cheadle get in the front, he was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you can sit next to me.
Yeah, it was really well done. I enjoyed it. I just wanted, and maybe that's me being selfish, because we don't get a lot of these movies. I wanted to see I wanted to spend more time in this world.
That's it for us in the comments for us. Overall though, we enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the movie more than you. I wasn't really turned off by that last bit, but I could see. I wanted to punch Matt. Like, I was like pistol whipping, just hit him a couple of times. I just wanted it. Just the preachiness of it just really kind of got to me. But I love how we mixed in during this time period with some things that actually happened, and this is the thing that makes me love these type of movies. This stuff actually happened. There was a conspiracy between the Big Four to suppress this information. They talked about it kind of a little bit at the end with the couple lines of text or whatever, yeah.
Not only that, now people are going to go look that up. People are going to go research what redlining is and how devastating it was to the African American community.
Yeah.
I just wish we had a little bit more time with it. I love the fact of the code book and how bookies had these different things and how cops, and I don't know if you guys know this or how this works out, but organized crime used to work with the police all the time.
Sure.
And you're seeing that in these movies, and that's something I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. This deference that they placed. And this is another thing. Was John Hamm dirty? They never gave that clear indication of whether or not he was dirty or he was just doing a solid. Like, was he doing his job or was he dirty? Because here's the thing. The cop who got the money from Vanessa knows Vanessa shot Frank Capelli. Gave the money to John Hamm, who then gives it to Matt Damon.
Yeah.
He had to have known they didn't arrest her for the murder. So it was those little sketchy things. He knew something went down.
Yeah.
That's why he cornered. Another thing too, before we go, my son will never be a snitch. Let me tell you right now. If my son turns on me, I'm turning on him. You ain't gonna tell the cops nothing, son. If you watch this in the future, watch this in the future. We don't have snitches in this family. Oh, I was so mad. When the cop came up, nah, man, can't talk to you. Yeah. We told you everything. Oh, I was so mad. But John Hamm knew. So he knew something went down. But did he know it because the son said it, or when they showed up and he knew who Charlie was?
That's a good question. And
so that's why I was like, I wanted some more time, because I wanted to know, because he just handed $407,000 back. He was like, the count was $375, but you must have miscounted. Matt Damon was like, yeah, I must have miscounted.
Yeah. Okay.
So so that's what I'm trying to figure out. The $31,000 came from Vanessa. The $375,000 came from. So was it his people? Was he working for? Or is him, do the people who Frank works for, does he work for them as well? Yeah. That's why I was just like, oh.
You figured that out. Chat, y'all let us know what the answers. Y'all give us the answers. Leroy will gladly take those answers.
What we learned from this, don't be no snitch.
Don't be no snitch. Be sure to put that as a hashtag on here. Also on Facebook, Twitter.
No snitching.
Instagram. All those places. WOTX.com. We out.